Hey, what's up, my little tattletales? And what's up, Sussex squad? Y'all, the fallout from Prince Harry's book is upon us, and it is bigger, more glorious, and more the magnitude that even I don't think we guessed. Do you know Jimmy Clarkson, the person that was literally having Game of Thrones foot fetish fan? I don't know about Meghan, was fired by Amazon, y'all. The British monarchy, right? Which again, we're going to talk about the state of England and why I think Harry and Meghan are being trotted out. But the English monarchy underestimated everything dealing with this. Every single thing. Here's what they did. They miscalculated how much racism is acceptable these days. Now, don't get me wrong. You know, from living in America, of course, there's racism. There will always be racism. I do really think that's kind of like a vein of human thinking that I don't know if we'll ever stamp out. But this casual, you're not like this, combined with misogynoir, that is racism and misogyny specifically angled at Black women, combined with misogyny, combined with the like, Jesus, you are someone's like grandpa. Shouldn't you be giving them Weather's original candy and taking them on loving walks in the park? What the hell are you doing? Literally going after a man's wife. Well, guess what? He heard he was being fired from Amazon, and baby, he has TV shows on Amazon. And baby, he tried to issue a last minute, no, please, I'm sorry. Oh, so you know how to gravel when it's at the right feet. But guess what? They fired him anyway. And then he had the nerve to say that he reached out to Harry and Meghan confidentially. He tried to take a page from the Meghan Markle playbook and failed horribly. But Harry called him out and got a few more licks in. Baby, Jimmy Clarkson, you ain't built for things like this. Also, just want to let you know, Sussex Squad, the book club is officially starting. I hope you had your copies. I think I'm going to go live Wednesday. Let me know if you want to go live Wednesday so we can call in and talk. We're going to go live Wednesday to kick off the first day of book club. Let me know if you think it'll be a good idea. If not, you know your girl will always give you a nice pre-recorded video, okay? So the first book club, I believe it's going to be live, and then the rest will do pre-recorded videos so you can like read them, you know, listen anytime you want. And let me tell you, I do very good at dramatic reenactments. I even have my Kate voice in. I'm trying to decide, should she be like mean girl hysterical, or should she be like, I don't know, what do you say? But then if she's mom, you know what? I'll get all my voice and characters. Let's just say my nieces and nephews love to hear me read bedtime stories. All right, first let's get into how Camilla, remember when Camilla was trotting out, literally rubbing Jeremy Clarkson, literally walking up to that feeble tea party, talking about some, ain't nobody messing with my click. Literally, she thought she was Ye with Big Sean and Jay-Z on her, flanked in, walking in with Pierce Morgan, Jeremy Clarkson, and some other people. Now, let me just say, for in Saltine Islands, for the stale saltines, maybe they were running stuff, but baby, y'all are old, y'all are tired, y'all are washed up. This is one of the reasons why the monarchy is so in trouble. Because even though you had Dame Judi Dench out there in the mud, hustling, trying to make sure that the Crown edited certain areas, hell is James Judi Dench? You know, this is not to take away from her accomplishments, and please don't take this as an ageist rant. There are plenty of people that were older in age that resonated with a spirit of youth. Let's look at Betty White. Let's look at Dolly Parton. But again, this is what the palace doesn't understand. It's not the age, because people drag Will and Kate. It's the spirit of youth. What is the spirit of youth? Energy, vitality, humor, but also patience, understanding, and most of all, being open-minded and welcoming to things, ideas, people's cultures that are foreign to you, okay? It is a thing of youth that you meet someone, and no matter what they have, you respect them as your human equal until they prove to you that they are not worthy of your respect. But what makes somebody not worthy of respect? Being racist, being bullying, being mean. Do you see what I'm saying? They don't understand what the spirit of youth is. The spirit of youth isn't putting 40-year-old Kate on display with Meghan cosplay and having William like literally hold on to the last 6 years. It's not about their looks. It's not even about how they dress, even though they do dress corny. It's more about, right? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. It's more about just the spirit of youth. That's what they don't get. But anyway, it's funny, right? That the Brits, the royalists, are not seeing that their Meghan hate campaign does not play out internationally. Again, I don't know what the demographics are in Britain, but again, most people, it's not even in style to be that mean, to be that racist anymore, right? The whole Ricky Gervais comedy era, that mess is over. Nobody finds it funny to just be mean, and the whole punchline is you're not like us, you don't belong. Anyway, of course Amazon is dropping him, and clearly he didn't see it coming. You know why? Because he was with Charles and Camilla, and they were part of the old guard. Baby, where you grew up, Camilla, yeah, you can do it in the Turtle Tops. That might be the rigor, and Will and Kate. But the thing is, you guys are on your little island. Not even that. Your island is getting more xenophobic, more hateful, but more importantly, more poor and more insignificant as the day goes. If you guys don't know what's going on with Britain, the rising cost of fuel, heat, did I already say? Oh, food, right? Affordable housing. The pound has literally lost almost all its value. Like compared to where it was, it used to almost be double the US dollar. It has lost almost all its value, but not even that. The Tories have taken over. Even the Labour Party, who are supposed to be a bastion of youth, have turned into conservatives too. And the thing is, what are they doing every single time somebody tries to hold them accountable? They attack. There's nothing wrong with the way we're running our economy. There's nothing wrong with the way they literally ran all the immigrants out the country as if there were 150 Brits ready, willing to be doctors, nurses, and work as healthcare. The NHS has crumbled. Their country is in disarray, and they are going to be picking up the pieces for the next 20 years. So that's another reason why they focus on Harry and Meghan, because instead of them getting mad that they don't have money, they can't heat their houses, they're mad at Meghan. But again, the way the British, the Tories are handling this is the same way that the monarchy is handling Meghan. Gaslighting, attacking. How dare you? We can say what we want. We're better. You get out of here. We don't want you here. Yeah, now you're on an island all about yourself while everything is crumbling. Y'all, I will say this. Harry and Meghan got out at the right time. Please be sure. And I hope Harry does not go back to the monarchy, because baby, you can't make us love it. That, remember I said in my videos a long time ago, I'm glad Harry and Meghan left when they did, because I want that monarchy abolished. I want all class systems abolished. Anything based on blood, I want it abolished. Just as a point of measure, I wake up in the morning and I'm like, have they abolished it yet? We should speed that up. I want it abolished. And if Harry is foolish enough to go in and for half in, half out and try to tie himself to that monarchy and think he can lift and uplift, Harry, I know you're married to a Black woman. I know you have mixed kids. I know you're doing your best. But Harry, wrong vehicle. Do what your mom said was possible. Abolish that thing. I'm just saying. You don't need it. It's fine. Anyway, right? Let's listen to the 2-page long apology that Jeremy Clarkson issued right before he got fired. He didn't see it coming, but he had hints that Amazon was about to cut ties with him. He said, one of the strange things I've noticed in recent times is that whenever an MP trying to invoke Tory language, right? Or a well-known person is asked to apologize for something, where's Queen Camilla now? Trying to distance herself from you. That's right, Camilla. Step lively, step lively. You know how horses, woo, 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 when they do that thing where they're like kind of dancing? Step lively, Camilla. Anyway, right? They said apologize for something. No matter how heartfelt or profound that apology may be, it's never enough for the people who called for it in the first place. Okay, first of all, no matter how heartfelt or profound the apology, but Jeremy, you did not give an apology. Heartfelt and profound, you didn't even give an apology. So why is this what you? And again, You didn't see it coming. You thought these wordplay would get you out of being fired by Amazon, basically saying, even if I apologize, it wouldn't have been enough for those people. So good thing I didn't apologize. I know Amazon read this and was like, give them a severance, get out of here. Anyway, so I'm going to try and buck the trend this morning with an apology for the things I said in the Sun column recently about Meghan Markle. I really am sorry. All the way from the balls of my feet to the follicles of my head. This is me putting my hands up. It's a media culpa when bells on. No, it's not. It's a passive aggressive attempt to still be the king of whoever's following you, while also trying to make sure that you appease the other side. It's not going to work, Jeremy. We're from America. You should have had an American publicist. This ain't ish. Usually, I read what I've written to someone else before filing, but I was home alone on a fateful day and in a hurry. So when I finished, I just pressed send. You didn't spell check, you didn't grammar check, you didn't do any of this. And what about your editor that let it be printed? What about that? Did they do that, or did they just press send? Shut up. And then when the column appeared the next day, the landmine exploded, but you had a chance to pull down the landmine and you didn't, because it was getting you clicks and views. In my opinion, Camilla gave you marching papers. You guys were enjoying this, and you guys were enjoying doing that distinctly colonialist British thing that we can't stand. I've disrespected you and totally, but guess what? You're gonna take it. That's a very an evil British thing. At least it's a stereotype of an evil British thing, and he played into it. You guys were enjoying the carnage. It wasn't until you realized that the blood, literally, you know, in the movies when you're saving the hero and you're like, no, and it's only then that they realize that the blood's on them, and then you care. That's exactly what happened. He said it was a slow rumble to start with, and I ignored it because you were enjoying the carnage. You really thought you put Meghan in her place. Baby, racism's out. But then the rumble got louder. So I picked up a copy of The Sun to see what all the fuss was about. Why would you have to pick up the copy of The Sun if you just press send? Don't you have the Word document, or did you press send and delete? Okay. We've all been there, I guess. And no, I've never been there for writing a racist rant. Never. Anyway, in that precise moment when we suddenly realized we've completely messed up, who's the we? You, Camilla, Charles, who's the we? Are you speaking French now? Who's the we? I know Camilla's like, I'm French. What you mean we? Anyway, you are sweaty and cold at the same time, and your head pounds and you feel sick. I couldn't believe that what I was reading. Had I really said that? It was horrible. But had you really said that? You said that you fantasized night after night after night. I knew that it happened straight away. I've been thinking of a scene in Game of Thrones, but I'd forgotten to mention this. We all got it. It was a disgusting scene. So it looked like I was actually calling for a revolting violence to rain down on Meghan's head. No. I don't think Amazon was like, this is the apology. Fire him. He's an idiot. He's going to take us all down. I was very angry with myself because of all those controversial days on Top Gear. Oh my God, this is the guy on Top Gear? You know what? Am I gonna have to stop watching all old English white people because they all harbor these views? This is the guy from Top Gear. When I was accused of all sorts of things, they were probably true, but it was very rarely sexism. We never did women can't park gags, for instance. Or wow, you guys are warriors. How does it feel? Wow, can I shake your hand, bold feminist? So brave of you. We suggested that powerful cars were only for men. Suggested that powerful cars are only for men. And I was thrilled when Jody Kidd and when Ellen MacArthur set fastest ever laps in our reasonably priced car. I'm just not sexist and abhor violence against women, and it seemed to be advocating just that. We get it, and this is a part of racism. For women you respect, for women that fit into, no, you would never. But for the dirty ones like Meghan, that you said that you hope, what did she say? That you hope to find her hanging off the edge of a yacht or posing in front of a Taj Mahal, but she'll never get a respectful funeral in England. For women that you don't respect, you let your misogyny and racism pile on. We all know how that is. I was mortified, and so was everyone else. My phone went mad. Very close friends were furious. Even my own daughter took to Instagram to denounce me. And still you did nothing, because you thought that the carnage was working in your favor. The Sun quickly apologized. I tried to explain myself. You never apologized. But still, there were calls for me to be sacked and charged with a hate crime. There still are. More than 60 MPs demanded action be taken. ITV, who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and Amazon, who make the farm show and grand tour, were incandescent. Yeah, you were incandescent with rage, but there's more. Hold on. Were incandescent, but he said, but still nothing would appease them. He said, where else is there? God, this is 2 pages. I therefore wrote to everyone who worked with me saying how sorry I was. And then on Christmas morning, I emailed Harry and Meghan in California to apologize to them too. I said I was baffled by what had been said on TV, but that my language I used in my column was disgraceful and that was profoundly sorry. You still use this to try to set a trap for Meghan and Meghan's own Let me tell you how he messed up on that, because Harry got him back. Over the last 30 years, I've written very nearly 5,000 newspaper and magazine columns, so it was inevitable that one day I do a Harry Kane and Sky one of those damn things. I don't even understand that reference, which is what happened in the piece about Meghan. So can we move on now? Yes, we have turned the page and you're on last chapter. Are you happy? Not sure. It's hard to be interesting and vigilant at the same time. I never hear peals of laughter coming from health and a safety seminar. That's your whole point, racist, misogynar, bullshit, or a seminar on health and safety. It's funny, so many other people are getting laughs. But I promise you this, I will try. Who knows, very soon now she'll be grandfather, so in the future, maybe I'll just write about that. So can we move on now? Yes, Jeremy, you have gotten your wish. We have all moved on. We have all moved on. Happy? I know I am. Now let's look what Harry wrote, because this is the interesting thing. Hold on, this is actually super, super interesting. Harry wrote, a spokesperson for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, this is from Omen, has responded to Jeremy Clarkson's Instagram apology and dressed in his claim that he emailed the couple in December. I know what his plan was. He thought that he could still push it off on Harry and Meghan and said, but that wasn't enough. They don't want an apology. They want blood. Harry said this, on December 25th, Mr. Clarkson wrote solely to Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, and he wrote it on Christmas. You did that on purpose to try to ruin their Christmas, and you thought you were gloating. The contents of his correspondence were marked private and confidential. While the new public apology has been issued today by Mr. Clarkson, what remains to be addressed is his long-standing pattern of writing articles that spread hate, rhetoric, dangerous conspiracy theories, and misogynies. Unless each of his pieces were also written in a hurry, as he states, it is clear that this is not an isolated incident shared in haste, but rather a series of articles shared in hate. So even though they tried to set a trap for Harry and Meghan, once again, Harry and Meghan have legal and they're too smart for this. You did all this mess. And the person that you offended, you never thought was worth apologizing to. You even apologized to her husband for what you said, because Harry's the royal one. You still in this time wanted to be insulting, dismissive, hateful, derogatory. And look what you got. Baby, you wanted to turn the page? We'll turn the page. We did. Can we move on? Yes, we did. I'm telling y'all, to quote Nene Leakes, you never win while you're playing dirty. Anyway, Amazon's parting ways with Jeremy Clarkson after the final commission show goes on air. Grand Tour host sent an email and apology to Harry and Meghan. Harry and Meghan said you never apologized to Meghan, the person you injured. You were still, and you sent it Christmas Day. God don't like ugly. So Camilla, Charles, William, throw in Katie too, because we talk about her style. Jeremy Clarkson, Piers Morgan, please, they coming for you, and not just for the reason that for when you look into the mirror. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget about the book club. Let me know if you want to start the first one off with a live, and I will talk to you later.